Oh, hello. I've just had a new delivery. Class 50, the GBRF one. Let's get it out the box and have a look a little bit more detail. Little accessory pack in the side here, and they look just the job because they've got the snow plough. There's quite a lot of bits in there. Let's have a quick look. What have we got in here? So the hoses, the snow ploughs, some little bits. I'm not quite sure what they are. Let's have a look at the instructions. Here's the class 50. That's a model and a half, isn't it? Just the job. 50 ending in 49, 50049. And I've seen of the plates to go on the side. Oh, well, they're pretty good on the side as they are, actually, without changing the etch plates. I think I might just leave them as they are. So, got to put a sound chip in this one, so I've got to take the top off, and let's put a HM7000 chip in. Well, what else would you put in one? Let's have a go at that. Okay, we're going to be fitting a HM7000 chip into the class 50. Those underneath, and they are located just behind the end wheel. So put the screwdriver in there and take out that one. It says in the instructions here that we have to remove these little jumper cables, and then it shows you the picture 7. Well, you can see that the bogies here, that's showing you it's pulling out at the front. But let's have a look at the loco itself. At the front there, you've got little jumper cable. I'm just going to turn it upside down. So you've got the little jumper cable. The actual jumper cable is there, which is fitted underneath, not at the front. So that has now disconnected there. If I turn this round the other end, there's exactly the same on the other side, but it's just a little connection there that we have to lift up at the bottom there, finding the step that we can get that out before the body can come off. So now I'm going to ease the body out. I've seen a very similar thing on a 00 loco where we had to do the same again. And now we've got them on the TT as well. Yes, I do model in different scales as well. Not easy, I'm afraid. Or you've got to hold on. So you hold this little part at the bottom, it sends it to come off. But once I can get onto the firm part of the chassis and just wriggling it backwards and forwards, it's actually coming off. Oh, that's coming off easier now. You can see I've got that one loose at the front, and off comes the body. Not the easiest bodies I've taken off. Reveal in the centre, and here we have the chip, and there's a hole there for the speaker, and this is the speaker chamber underneath here, and this groove down the centres for the speaker wires to go in. So now we can take the chip out. The next 18 chip will come out. There you go. Let's get myself a HM7000. The HM7000 chip. In there we have the chip and also the speaker. I won't need any of the rest. This little, pull that little tab, and that then will reveal the sticky pad which will hold the speaker down. So if I just push it into the hole there, apply it down so it's nice and firm, we have the speaker in. That's the speaker then. And then on the chip itself, out of the bag, these are little anti-static bags. That's it. Now on the side here we've got two sockets. The 2-pin one is right at the front, which is the one for the speaker. The other one is for a stay alive. So they're shaped so that you can only get them in the one way. So the tags are at the top, so I'm just going to turn that over. So you've got the two little grooves at the top, and they'll go in there. Nice little clip in, and that's the speaker attached. I find it's easier to put the speaker on before I put the chip into the socket there. Lines up with the socket there, and here we go, that's in. So I'm going to pull it round there. Now I did have some stay alives, so but with the last 50, the other 50 I got, I've not bothered with stay alives. So do I put a stay alive in or not? Let's go and have a look, see if we can fit one. Okay, I'm back again now. I have one of the Hornby power packs, which is a stay alive, and it's basically a capacitor and a little circuit for charging purposes. So let's just pull this out. Oh, I think I need a pair of scissors to cut through the packaging. If I look along the roof of the cab here, I think those corners are going to foul. But if I put that on the top there, I don't know whether the body will hold it in place. Might work. Certainly with the curvature here over the curvature inside the roof of the body. That's gone in. Let me get some sticky tape. I found some insulation tape, so I've just cut it into a small strip to hold the capacitor down there. I'm going to cut another little strip of insulation tape about the length of that body. That's got that. I haven't pushed it too tight down because I want to keep a bit of air circulation around that chip, and don't make sure your tape doesn't come down past the side there. Right, let's see if we can get the body on, shall we? Where's the fan? There's the grill for the fan, so we're going in that way round. That end on, but it's a little bit tapered back up at this other end. Now that end's where the capacitor is, or the power bank, but this end here is where the fan, and there's nothing underneath there, so it just seems... Okay, that's chipped a class 50, got the body back on again. I hadn't put tape across the holes, so that's we put it all back together again. Now let's just stick it on the track and program her up. Okay, with the stay alive or the capacitor in, this is how long it'll last for. There you are, that gives you a good running with the stay alive, and the motor was still running, so it gives you a good idea how long it's going to go with the capacitor fitted in. So that's the Class 50 GBRF.